Good Thursday evening. Hope you had a wonderful, productive day in the Lord. Glad Timotheus is here on fall break, and he's going to give his insight of what the Lord spoke to him from 1 Chronicles 13, and because today is October 17, Proverbs 17. All right.
So, excuse me. In 1 Chronicles 13, I chose verse 3 when it says, "Then we'll bring back our God's ark when we ignored while Saul was king." That's another indication of how good of a leader that David was. He didn't like you notice he said which we ignored, and he didn't say like which y'all ignored when Saul was king. Like he included himself in that, and
Excellent.
He wasn't trying to like make other people feel bad for what they did, and he put himself in the equation. So like that just shows that you're a leader when you can include yourself when things are going well and when things are not going well.
Excellent.
And I want to be that type of leader where like I'm not just blame others for things, where I can like own up.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And similar to what you said as far as leadership, that was the thing that was on my mind. And I thought about, we were just talking about a principal who suddenly retired. She was the one, and I knew her, where she sent someone, or she approved of sending a 9-year-old out into the elements of the weather.
Cynthia Miller.
Okay. Anyway, I try to keep it anonymous.
Do hashtag
Anyway.
Cynthia Miller.
Okay. Anyway, I think about the very tough job that principals have, and even with the strike with Chicago Teachers Union and with the mayor and Dr. Janice Jackson, I'm praying for her. I believe she's a believer, a godly woman. But
and Lori Lightfoot too.
Yeah, we're praying for her, all of them at the table.
You said the mayor already, my bad.
Yes, but I said to be a principal, to be the CEO of CPS, to be the mayor, to be head of anything, you had to have strong leadership skills. And in 1 Chronicles 13, I liked how David inquired of the group. He said, if it seemed good to you all, to us, not only myself, I'm not making decisions and not getting counsel. And that's what I, said about our president, how he, does things and he's not getting enough buy-in from the people who are, there to help him and advise him. And it says in verse 2, David said unto all the congregation, if it seemed good unto you, they were talking about bringing back the ark. And also in verse 4, it says, and all the congregation said, yeah, this is the thing to do. And even this chapter opens up with David consulted with the captains, the head of his troops, and every leader. So you cannot be a leader in a silo. You have to have consensus, and sometimes you're not going to get all agreement. But the most important thing is that he said, if it be of the Lord, our God, he will open up doors and he will give us understanding as far as how to go about carrying out different functions and assignments. Okay. Anything else about this chapter? Yeah, you brought up leadership. That's very keen of you. And we're in Proverbs 16. And what chapter? No, 17. Today's the 17th. What spoke to you? Let me see.
17.
Mm-hmm.
The same from last month.
Excuse me, you weren't around last month.
Well, the same 2 months from.
Okay, verse 27 spoke to me. It says, he that have knowledge spareth his words or her words. They're not, like I said, blurred out. They study, they listen, right? They take in information and input. And a man or woman of understanding is of an excellent spirit.
What verse is that?
That's chapter 17, verse 27. And you said something about your, remember when people would ask you about your scholarship? What verse was that? Okay, well, the thing is that you kept an excellent spirit when people would just be like,
I'm not going to say just about that, but I'm just saying in general, people, like when you're new to something, like a new job or like a new position that's glorified or whatever.
Yeah.
Other people who are already there, they'll kind of like be intimidated by you, like what makes you so special or something like that. Or like if you're like the oddball out of the group, they'll kind of like single like what. Like, what did you do? Like, why do you deserve to be in the same position as me? You can't even like entertain it. You just gotta like carry on. You can't compare yourself to other people.
And that's having an excellent spirit. And in verse 22, you keep your merry heart, and that doeth good like medicine. You don't worry about the haters, because misery loves company. They want to bring you down if they're feeling that negativity. So you keep high, you keep up, and know that the Lord is faithful to his children. Amen. Well, we hope to have a good evening in the Lord, and pray for everyone who's in leadership. Pray for the strike. Most of all, the children. Have a good one.